Firebaugh is a small farming community. It's along 3 miles of the San Joaquin River, and 95% of the people that are in the Firebaugh area are directly or indirectly connected with agriculture.
Probably 90% of the people that live in Firebaugh are of Hispanic origin.
I was raised here as a child. I come from a background of illegal immigrants. My father is a farm worker.
I would say several years ago that cotton was the primary crop.
California cotton is amongst the highest quality in the world. It's extra long staple, Pima cotton.
I was very shocked when I first moved to Firebaugh to learn about the amount of pesticides that have been used in the crops traditionally here and continue to be used. Firebaugh is a medically underserved area. Our closest hospital is in Madera. The next tertiary care center is in Fresno, 45 minutes away. The clinic is open to everybody. Of course, there's only 2 of us practicing here, and so we couldn't serve everybody in Firebaugh. Probably about a third of our patients have insurance, and the other third have no insurance or no third-party payer, and the other third are supported by state programs. The pesticides in the air are a bronchial irritant. Small children are much more at risk with the pesticides in their developing bodies than adults are.
Basic biological agricultural systems in cotton is the most effective tool that we have in California to reduce chemical use on cotton.
My neighbor is a farmer, and he's acquainted with John Texera, and he said that there's a program coming into the area that they wanted to enroll farmers in a sustainable cotton program. And Mark and I thought that maybe that's something we could learn from, and so since he's kind and he's our neighbor, we thought, oh, all right, we'll volunteer.
Basics is somewhere in the middle between it all. It blends into organics and also blends into conventional. It's the balancing act. It goes both ways.
IPM, or Integrated Pest Management, is a utilization of all available management techniques to manage and grow the crop in a sustainable and environmentally friendly way as possible. While insecticides and pesticides may be required, these are used only when intensive sampling and decision-making has been conducted.
A lygus bug is a really small bug that comes sometimes in great numbers into the cotton field early on, and it has piercing, sucking mouth parts that go into a very young, immature boll, and it sucks the fluids out of the boll and causes the boll to drop.
One of the primary goals of the basic farmers are to use nature to grow their crop as much as possible. By monitoring their fields closely, they know when decisions for intervention are required. But they hope to avoid intervention by actually bringing in biological control organisms, such as insects that eat other insects. It's a bug versus bug world.
And when I'm scouting fields, I'm looking for beneficial insects as well as pests.
In the cotton, we have a strip of alfalfa in the center of the field, which we maintain. There's 6 rows of alfalfa, and we trim it periodically so that we have fresh growth all the time, which attracts the primarily lygus into that area. And they go in there and not in the cotton.
It was very simple. It integrated with what we did very well.
Oh yeah, I'm very proud of my habitats. I've been approached by potential customers saying that attract them to come and look at some of these basic fields and ask questions and wonder more about the program. There was once a farmer on the west side here, and we talked about lygus. He had a pretty significant amount of lygus in the field. I told him that the damage was done already and there was no reason to spray. So he decided to go and spray half of the field and my half not. We yield exactly the same during harvest, and I believe I did the right recommendation. There was no damage and no significant change.
We had yields better than our neighbors, so it worked.
It's this environment that allows researchers, the farmers, the pest control advisors, and those interested in improving the environmental footprint of cotton to come together and really have a living laboratory to do this. Consumers would be very interested in basic cotton because of the effort of the cotton growers to reduce their environmental footprint.
We have found beneficial insects that we didn't even know we had out there.
It's probably left an indelible mark in how we look at things and how we culturally grow our cotton.
Retailers are really busy researching the market, projecting sales, projecting trends, developing products, working very long hours. So coming out into the fields, into the heart of the San Joaquin Valley, into a rural area, they're just amazed with everything.
Look at what we're doing for the local communities, reducing pesticide in the watersheds, the local areas.
It's just a blessing to be out here in this nice little community, making a difference, cleaning the air for our children and ourselves.
I would love to see our children grow up in an environment that doesn't contain pesticides.
Hey, I have this, you need it, let's work this out. Let's make it work. It helps everyone.